There it is! Oh my God. Good?
In moments of failure, one is forced to reflect.
Stand for him. Like the phone.
Dude, you passed like under.
Get it done. Yes, dude. Yes! 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 Let's go, dude! That's redemption right there, bro.
What drives someone to be relentless? For these athletes, it is their passion for their sport which fuels them.
My name is David Lieb. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Michigan. I've rode BMX my whole life, and when I was 18 years old, I started working at a bike shop and basically got some mountain bikes and then just fell in love with mountain bikes. So I pretty much spend all my time on the weekends riding Ray's mountain bike park. In the week I work about 35 to 40 hours. I work at Spoke Life Cycles. It's just a local bike shop, and I just mechanic there about full time. Current living situation, I live with my parents, but I travel quite a bit in my Sprinter van. So I have a van that's all built out. My mom and dad have been extremely supportive throughout my entire teenage years and early 20s of riding bicycles. So with BMX, they always supported me, and now they're supporting me with mountain bikes. So common training, riding partners, basically my friend Nick Fix, and that's about it really. He's my main riding homie. We travel all over together, and he rides BMX and dirt jumpers, so we're usually on the same page riding wise, learning the same tricks and just kind of have the same mindset towards riding, and keeps me motivated, and I keep him motivated, and we basically push each other as far as we can, push each other to the limits with riding.
And your voice is my favorite sound, yeah. I can hear you breathing when I put it down, yeah. Crazy how last weekend turned into a fling, no. All I want is your audition, can you sing for me? I want melody to take me home. Please don't wait too long, yeah. Wanna hear you sing, wanna make you moan. Melody, please take me home. Please don't wait too long, yeah. Wanna hear you sing, wanna make you moan, yeah. Bad little broad from the valley, that's my turf. She asks how I balance everything, I said I know my worth. She like, can I get a verse? I say, guess that all depends, yeah. You got some friends from my friends, yeah. Girl, I'm playing, hot man. How you look in the mirror like that? Baby, wanna get in my bed. I ain't gonna rap when I hear, wanna trap my back. I'm ready to get it if you're ready to get it down. Swear to God, I'm gonna hit like Larry Holmes. I'm in the booth, I'm in the zone, and I can't wait to make that song for days long. Your voice is my favorite sound, yeah. I can hear you breathing when I put it down, yeah. Crazy how last weekend turned into a fling, no. All I want is your audition, can you sing for me? I want melody to take me home. Please don't wait too long, yeah. Wanna hear you sing, wanna make you moan. Melody, please take me home. Please don't wait too long, yeah. Wanna hear you sing, wanna make you moan.
Being like an American slopestyle rider and wanting to compete in the big contests, it's actually pretty tough to get your name into like the invite lists. Like basically I've sent out a couple of emails here and there, and I'm just really having a hard time getting into some of the European contests because my name is not as established in Europe, and that seems to be where most of the scene is. And yeah, with like the lack of the American slopestyle contest scene, it just makes it really tough to be an American slopestyle rider with aspirations to compete at the highest level.
When I'm home and it's good weather, I'm riding my dirt bike because I have more fun with it when I'm home because I don't get to do it as often when I'm out traveling riding, and it transfers perfectly over to bikes.
Step into my circle, whip the opposite of Urkel. When I pull up flying purple, people eaters could invite me. I am afraid of Herschel, and I just leave them on the limb and hand them my business. His rappers are walking that I already killed them. Skin blanco, lyrical weapon kicking like a bronco. Head honcho, spherical presence came from the grotto. A dead rapper, wrap his body in a poncho with crackers.
Rampage was a big goal for me. I went there, I didn't even ride mountain bikes really with my uncle and stuff, and checked that out. Dug for Andrea with the Kommetjie the year he won, and I was like, damn, this is dope. So then, yeah, since then it's been a huge goal for me, living there, riding there every day, and yeah, super cool to get in this year and do well.
You never see a record spin on radios and labels with intent to book a major gig. But there's no other option, don't you understand? It's get it, you're redeemed when I ain't finished till I'm making a record like it's. I'm pushing the limits, so don't get definitive. Spend every minute to play a position and hand out my business so I can be living and killing whenever I'm handed the limit. I gotta continue to grind on my own. It's making me live it, feeling my concept for winning, but let me alone. The pressure is taking its toll and I don't even know how to get it to go. I'm trying to find a predicament leading me in my career to a throne. I try to be patient, but I'm a patient of a silver doctrine that says when you're offered something, take it, so screw it.
I've always been kind of riding both, and then I took moto kind of serious, racing, kind of like local stuff, and then some out-of-state stuff, and then just got over it, got over training, really expensive, wasn't getting the results I wanted. But that kind of transitioned because I started riding my dad's like cross-country bike, and I went to Rampage and I saw what was going down there, and I went out there and started riding and started sending big drops and stuff.
I'm breaking my habits, my passion, imagine dragons, imagining her radioactive, my patterns of spitting is ridiculous. You think I'm playing mad and how I touch down in the city like what happened, where's rising the rabbit, probably just hopping around the city with rappers looking for carrots or cabbage or whatever these rappers are calling money these days. Ladies tripping, but the homies bringing baggage and Gladys nights, and I've been looking hungry these days of money to slaves. Hope a slave to the money, you got it back with these days. I could probably hop on the track and overshadow these lanes.
I think I've been riding big bikes probably like since I was 16, 17. Before that, it was all BMX. And then, you know, growing up in Ohio, I was just riding skate parks a lot, dirt jumps. And then I moved to Utah and started riding downhill bikes and loved the Rampage style terrain. And that's the way I'm seeing myself going lately, so yeah. I went to Rampage in 2015, dug for Nicholi, and ever since then I was hooked. I moved out to Utah like 2 months later, and I was living there for 3 years, full-on downhill bike, trying to get everything dialed. And then last year, in 2017, I got the invite to Rampage. Come on, we're good, we're good, we're good. 2 disciplines, slopestyle and freeride. I kind of have to try to do both throughout the week, you know. One day I'll be riding the downhill bike, the next morning I hop on the slope bike to get all my tricks for the day done. And yeah, staying fresh on both bikes is definitely difficult because you can't put so much time onto one bike.
So my name is Matt Macduff, and I'm out here in the middle of New Hampshire at Aaron Che's house, the legend, for season 2 of Mountain Mods. We're building a super sick on and off box that's gonna have like wood chips or something, I'm not sure. Apparently like a wood chip landing and some hips and a bunch of different lines, so it's gonna be really rad. So for the last 6 years, I've been a professional mountain bike rider and just been riding bikes, traveling around the world. I work really hard and I do a lot of other things other than riding. I build stuff, I design stuff, and I used to create a lot of content, like before YouTube or anything, I guess. Like I used to be, like I'd be on Pink Bike at least once a month on the homepage. So I guess, you know, it's super expensive for people to post on Pink Bike and post ads, so like you can just sponsor me instead, and then I was gonna be there all the time. And I guess that's how sponsors saw the value in it, just a lot of content going up, and they seem to be stoked on it. You know, like you got a guy who rips the contests, and then you need a guy who rips Instagram. If you look at BMX, Instagram means more than like anything, you know? Or even like news now. Like they'll be on the news and they'll talk about like tweets or Instagram posts. Like it's huge what it's become, and it's changing the landscape drastically, and I think it makes your job either easier or harder. It depends how you look at it, you know? Like when it goes on Instagram, you just gotta realize that it's there for 24 hours. It's gonna get chewed up, spit out, and forgot about. So you just gotta make a presence every day. You know, just put your hand up. Hey, I'm here. Yeah, Mountain Mod Season 2, Episode 1. Last episode me and Chez did was a huge hit. Now we got more people and bigger setup for more tricks and more stuff for us to ride. So hopefully it'll be a huge hit as well. Yeah, so for me, I want to position myself as an influencer, man. I want to be someone who helps people. I want to give people value, you know? I really feel like there's a lot of opportunity for people who can help others. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've been through so much and I got so much experience that I feel like I can use my fan base to kind of like entertain them, but at the same time educate them, you know? And that's what I want to do. I want to start doing like vlogs. I want to start sharing my experiences with people, showing them what it's really like, showing them what's really going through my head, showing them the struggles that I deal with and then how I deal with them. So if they have similar struggles, they can, you know what I mean, deal with them too.
Damn it. Feeling rusty out here. I think all riders have just such a different mindset about their off season. And I think the issue is that whatever happens over the course of the season kind of sets up your off season for you, know? Like if you win some of the biggest events you ever dreamed of, then you're kind of chill with more kicking back and saying, you know what, like I'm just gonna appreciate this moment and live it up and kind of just appreciate that I've just accomplished a big goal. But let's say you've had a string of results that you haven't been stoked on, or maybe you've been battling an injury, you know, you gotta work pretty hard in the off season to get back to the level you want. So yeah, one of the skate parks that is closest to home for me is Rye Airfield. I mean, it's one of the first spots I ever rode my BMX bike back in the day when I was little, so definitely make a few winter trips there to ride. But yeah, just kind of try to recover from the season and get ready for the next one because yeah, at the moment my kind of riding is definitely event-based and just trying to do as many events and contests per year as possible while my body and my mind can handle it, really. Yeah, we're out here at my place. We're riding this heinous backyard setup I got, steep stuff all around. We're headed off to Innsbruck for Crankworks later this evening. So trying to get those last second bangers dialed in on the bag. Boggs boys here. We've been riding Highland all week shredding it up, but now the real deal at the home setup the day before flying out. So yeah, we're living it up. Weather is prime time.
The day of flying out.
The day of flying out, Reed is correct. What you got, Reed? headspace before an event is a strange one because you're so stoked for the event. You know it's going to be a good vibe. You know you're going to see all the boys, and you're just going to be hyped to send it. But you also want to make sure your confidence levels are high. So just dialing in those tricks that you're probably gonna between 90 and 100% gonna do in your run. All of us have those. At least I would say 5 or so tricks that we just want to put in every run of ours, depending on the contest. So just making sure that is dialed, and then just making sure some of the stuff that you might do if you're having a good day is achievable, because if you do a trick in a foam pit once or twice, there's a big chance that trick's not going to happen on the day of the event. But if you at least get it to a level where you really believe that you can land it, when the adrenaline pumps in, when the crowd's behind you, when the boys are stoking you out, anything's really possible. So just kind of making sure the really gnarly maneuvers are possible, and then the tricks that you're for sure going to do are dialed in is pretty key. But the stoke levels are high. You just want to get there, and you just want to ride, because it's the funnest events of the year, these big Crankworks events. I mean, it's the real deal. I was thinking about a cash roll on this jump, but after flipping it a bit, I think that I want to see if the old dub flip is possible. And we got a bit of a windy day in practice, so we're focusing on these 4-packs. So I think I'm just going to try to go and send the dubs here and see how things go. This will be my 5th joyride, I think, and every year it's just unbeatable vibe. It surprises me every time, and yeah, I know it's going to be super lit out there tomorrow, especially with that Saturday night final. So I'm super excited. I'm absolutely pumped for the opportunity that I have to claim the Triple Crown, and yeah, just the opportunity to ride this event. Everyone dreams of it, and yeah, so just gotta have fun with it and enjoy the moment while it lasts. So tomorrow's gonna be a rad one, I hope.